So we got a call this week from a customer who broke his ram on his C60 Bliss, which is a 60-ton Bliss OBI press, similar to this. So what we're doing today is we are going to take the ram out and the connecting rod and the gibs, and we're going to ship them to our customer because it's a direct replacement for the machine he broke. Okay, now that we have the front guard taken off, you can see you've got your cap, your connecting rod, your ram, and your gibs. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the gibs off. That's going to loosen this up, and then we're going to brace it so it doesn't drop. We're going to take the 4 bolts off of the cap, and we're going to disconnect the cap so that the connecting rod's going to disconnect from the crank. Once we do that, we can lower it out and pull it out. So another point, this is a manual adjustment for the shut height. So you've got your locking nut on the adjustment screw. You turn the screw and it moves it up and down for your shut height adjustment. This is where the ball seat is in the ring to hold it in place. So that's the ball or the knuckle that's pushing the ram up and down. That's where all the brunt of the force goes, right down in here. Now we're going to loosen the jam nuts on the gib. These are the side adjustments for the gib, putting pressure on this way. So anyone who's ever taken apart old stuck bolts knows leverage is the key, and you always need a motivator.
Here I loosened up all of the gib bolts. The right side was a little trickier due to the limited accessibility, but we had the right tools to make it work. Now that they were loose, I was able to take the screws out, releasing the gibs. Then I did a final check to make sure nothing else was attached.
So we're putting the pallet there, one, to lift up on the ram and reduce tension on the bolts when we're unbolting the cap. Secondly, so when we unbolt the cap, the ram doesn't just drop and break.
From there, the cap got unscrewed, allowing the ram, connecting rod, and gibs to be lowered out.
There's just a little slot on the cylinder rod to put the wrench on to hold it, and then there's about 2 inches of thread for the bolt to come down. And there's no good way, it's in there tight, so trying to get it undone is a little tough.
You don't lay that over?
No.
I then grabbed the cap and made sure it was secured to the connecting rod, and then ratchet strapped it down to the pallet.
So as you can see, we've got the slide, the connecting rod and the cap, and the gibs separated from the press. Took a little longer than I anticipated because we had to disconnect the counterbalance cylinder rods, which were here, and they were down and back. So we had to climb up in the back of the press to disconnect them. All in all, couple-hour project, getting it done, getting it shipped out to the customer so he can repair and get back to stamping parts like he's supposed to.